Have you ever wanted to become your own boss? You wanted to get back your time, that 40 plus hours a week you've been putting into corporate America or trading time for dollars, and be free to live your purpose and pursue your true passion. But maybe you struggle with the clarity on how do you start? What's the plan? Like, is it even realistic for me? It seems so far-fetched. Well, I can relate to that. I'm Coach Fard Bell, best-selling author of the book Born to Rule: 7 Steps to Claiming Your Freedom and Living Your Purpose, and founder of BornCEO Academy, where we help people become their own boss. We teach our platform, our formula for becoming your own boss, getting back your time, and living your purpose. And so today I want to give you a quick breakdown of some basic places you could get started to remind you that it is within your reach. It is within your power to pursue your dream and claim your freedom and live your purpose. And so today I'm going to share with you a framework I call 7 Ways to Create 7 Figures. 7 ways to create 7 figures. And at Born CEO, we always believe in putting purpose before business. And so before we go into choosing your path in terms of how you plan to fund your dream, let's get clear on what is your vision, what is your purpose, what is your dream. And one of the questions that we start with is from my book, Born to Rule, where I ask you, imagine if you had 7 figures per year, over $1 million per year, that was made available to you to help take care of yourself, your household, your entire family. But the condition is this: you have to also dedicate your life to solving one major problem in this world and serving a specific group of people. If you had to make that choice, what one problem would you be solving and what one group of people would you be serving? Jot that answer down in the comments. And now, once you start to get clear on that, when I ask people that question, I hear beautiful things about what they want to do to support the unhoused, or support veterans, or support battered moms, or single parents, or to take care of the kids, or feed the children. So many beautiful purposes that have been placed within the hearts of each and every one of us. But so many times we put it off as if someone should do something about it, not realizing that that someone is you. Or maybe you think about doing it, but you start struggling with, well, where am I going to find the time? Where am I going to find the money? Or where am I going to find the support and confidence that I need in order to actually pull it off? Well, that's why I'm here. So I'm going to share my screen and show you one of the frameworks that I teach within BornCEO Academy, just to help people really get on the right path and to make things so simple that you can implement it. You can start on the journey. And if you need support, we've got tons of resources to help you along the way. And so this first framework I'm going to share with you today is called 7 Ways to Create 7 Figures. 7 ways to make 7 figures. And so here's what it looks like, right? We've all heard some of those phrases: if I had $1 from 1 million people, I'd be a millionaire. Well, what if that was not just some cute saying? What if it was actually a formula that you were being given in order to start your freedom plan? And so, of course, here are the 7 ways to make 7 figures. Number one fan or one customer pays you $1 million per year. Or maybe you have 10 fans that pay you $100,000 a year. You're solving a problem that somebody's willing to pay you $1 million a year for, or $100,000 per year for. But it doesn't have to be that big problem yet. If you're not there yet, you might have 100 customers willing to pay you $10,000 a year to solve their problem. Maybe you have 1,000 customers willing to pay you just $1,000 to help solve their problem. Or maybe you have 10,000 customers that are willing to pay you $100 to solve their problem. 100,000 fans pay you $10 to solve their problem. Or maybe you build your network so large that you have 1 million fans that are willing to pay you $1, just $1. So which one of these paths feels most comfortable to you? Which one of these resonate with you the most, that you could believe, you could get your mind around? And then the question becomes, well, how do I find those fans, those customers, Or what problem can I solve that people would be willing to pay me for? We help you implement that here in BornCEO Academy. Another version of that is the monthly version. That's $1 million a year, breaks down to 84,000 a month. So we're talking about, wait, one customer paying you 84,000 a month. Is there a problem you could solve so well? A package you could put together so valuable that somebody will be willing to pay you $84,000 a month for it? Maybe now, maybe later. Maybe it's not that. Maybe you're more attracted to the 10 people paying you $8,400 a month, you or your business. Or maybe it's 100 people paying you $840 a month. How about this one? I love this one. 1,000 people paying you $84 a month. I could get my mind around that, right? When I was getting started and working on my first million in business. How about 10,000 fans paying you $8.40 a month? That's it. Wow, I can add value enough to solve a problem that somebody be willing to pay me $8.40, me and my business. Of course. How about 100,000 fans paying you 84 cents a month, or 1 million fans paying you 9 cents a month? So that's what I mean by 7 ways to make 7 figures. And I remember working on my first million in business, and it seems so out of reach. It seems so far away, but this really helps to get that mindset around it. And then you can start to go, okay, I can take this and decide, all right, do I want to start with the price point, what they're willing to pay me to solve their problem, and then find that number of people? Or I can start with finding that number of people and then figuring out what to offer them at that price point. So what are your thoughts on this? Comment below, share this with somebody that can be inspired by this, and look at the comments to see what people are doing and thinking so that you can start working on your next million as the born CEO of your life. If you need more support, reach out to me at BornCEO.com, and I look forward to serving you with future videos.